Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm the Game Bastard Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We are continuing our adventure in Middle-earth, playing The One Ring, role-playing in the world of the Lord of the Rings, based on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien.
The MORIA version.
Yeah. We're going into MORIA. It's only been a couple sessions and we're not there yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
We are already in a fight. Some of us are weary, and it's only going to get worse.
That's right. Austin, who are you playing in this adventure?
Well, I'm Zip, the dwarf.
Corey?
I'm Edhil, the elf. I've actually got some news about Edhil.
Oh, okay.
I've decided what his hair is like.
What? Say that again?
His hair.
Sure. Most elves seem to have long, lustrous hair.
Yeah, but I haven't really figured out what it was like until
Okay.
now. A lot of it's long, straight, blonde, brown.
Sure.
Not Edhil.
No?
Picture Alex Winter in Lost Boys, but more lustrous, like curly top. Not so much a mullet, though. Easel's
Like flock of seagulls.
is flowing all the way. No,
I'm thinking more vertical.
absolutely not. No, Alex Winter in Lost Boys, but more lustrous.
Okay.
Do you have the rat tail?
No, it's just picture an all around
It's braided, Todd.
boisterous mess of hair. It's why his dad kicked him out.
He's got a Padawan braid.
Yeah, I mean, when you're an elf, the rite of passage is choosing your hair.
It's like customizing your character on Baldur's Gate.
And Ezel went topiary.
Yeah,
I think it answers a lot of questions.
yeah. Just trying to paint a tapestry for our listeners.
Yeah.
It is. This is theater of the mind, after all.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard about y'all's hairs.
Well, Zip has a faux hog.
I hate this.
I'm not kidding.
What if Zip was like feathered? Bungo's got a crew cut. He's just-
High and tight, baby. High and tight.
1955, just got out of the NASA office.
Just looks like a short, squat John Hamm.
Josh Brolin in Inherent Vice. That does not fit Bungo whatsoever.
No.
Oh,
not
he's
at
fucking
all.
shit. Now I'm just trying to picture Josh Brolin as a hobbit.
Well, yes, I am Bungo Tuk. I am an hobbit. Playing me recorder. I got an asthmatic horse named Colby. My fetish is shaved feet.
I'm totally picturing Ringo,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
early Beatles Ringo.
Yeah,
It's-
Hair wise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is unkempt.
I believe we call it a mop top.
When last we left our heroes, they were in Ost-in-Edhil, ruins of an ancient elven city where the rings were forged. They were seeking out Gandalf the Grey, who had been troubled by orcs, and in their efforts to extinguish the lives of an orc hunting party, alarm was raised, and pouring forth from a ruined tower of elven make, come 24 orcs, armored, souls as black as pitch, carrying shields and swords, crude spears forged, in Mount Gundabad, and our heroes are faced with a great and terrible fight that they most certainly cannot win. Oh, I should say, if you're just joining us, you might want to rewind back a couple episodes. So, you guys are outside this. You're in the great ruins of Ost-in-Edhil. A broken tower lies before you, where the moth told you Gandalf was hiding from orcs hunting him. The alarm has been raised, and now it is daylight. These orcs are pouring out, surging towards you. It's 24 orcs. You know immediately this is more than you would be comfortable fighting.
Kyle, give us the lay of the land here. Are we like geographically like above them, below them? Are we running up a hill? What's happening?
So you guys are in a relatively flat area, but you're essentially in a small copse of trees that have grown up in the city ruins. This small wood butts up against the tower itself, which is why the orcs can get to you, because they don't have to run through direct sunlight. Because these are orcs from the deeps of Gundabad or Moria. They are not attuned to the light.
So looking around, are there any other structures that we could climb through and get hopefully on top of, where we would have to kind of bottleneck them up in the top of, say, another tower and in open sunlight?
So you could potentially do that. There is the ruins of the old wall that you came through to get inside the ruined city. There are many other elven towers that are in various states of disarray that you could attempt to stand your ground inside.
Or 9/11.
Yeah, you could 9/11 them.
Let's think about this, guys.
There are some, well,
I
there's
think
not...
we need some eagles for that.
I mean, say what you will about the fucking Al Qaeda.
That's okay.
They did a real good job. And they knocked the wind out of the US of A.
I see.
And I think...
Hey, we still haven't recovered.
We make a lot of jokes about 9/11, but goddamn, it was efficient.
We still, Todd's right. We still haven't recovered from
Yeah,
it.
let's 9/11 these orcs.
Okay.
How? How did we form this plan?
Didn't think about this. Yo, Colby. Top speed.
Just ram right into the side of the tower.
Holy shit.
There's going to be a famous shot of one orc falling down the side of the tower.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't want to brave the flames, Todd.
Right, exactly.
He chose to go out on his own terms.
Well, elven stone melts at a certain temperature, Kyle.
One of Al Qaeda's original plans was they were going to hijack planes in the U.S. and in Europe and crash them into each other over the Atlantic.
Oh, man, that would have showed us.
Yeah. So, once you hijack these planes...
Eagles, thank you.
Wait a minute. We need a fellowship face where we train to do this in Florida.
Well, there lax animal import laws to allow the eagles to get through customs.
I think I finally figured out a name for my mattock. I'm going to call it Box Cutter.
Jesus Christ. So you guys could attempt to retreat into one of the other towers, hoping it is,
Less orky.
well, in such a condition that you could hold out, or you could retreat back through the walls out of this small forest you're in, get into direct sunlight. That would definitely impede the orcs. Or you could stand and fight and die to a man. Or you could do something else, like 9/11 them.
That seems elaborate when we have maybe seconds to improvise.
Yeah.
Hey, I say maybe we retreat outside the wall and see if we could circumnavigate the little orc regiment and find a different way into the city. We might be able to just outmaneuver them.
Or we could fashion a large magnifying glass and hold it up to the sun and reflect it into the orcs. and they will.
do hate the sun. Yes.
Yes.
We burn them like large ants.
I'm on this train, yes.
We quickly improvise several centuries of advanced glassworking. Create a couple of novel technologies to create our magnifying glass.
Hey.
I don't know why it wouldn't work, Todd.
Hey,
I mean,
human ingenuity is an impressive thing.
None of you are human.
Well, I'm talking about our minds. There's so many things that we can figure out. You can fit a lot of squirrels into those pneumatic tubes at the bank before they can shut it off.
what the fuck?
It's true. Okay, are there any tubes in this city?
Well, unfortunately, not working. The elves didn't believe in union labor, and they weren't properly maintained.
Okay.
All right, so are we retreating outside the wall as a first step? We can figure out magnifying glasses and 747s later.
You know what? There's how many? 12 of them?
24.
24.
2 dozen. Yeah, I'm thinking we try to get in the sunlight.
Okay, so you guys are going to make a mad dash for the sun. Everybody make an athletics check to turn, tail, and haul.
I have a 3 in athletics.
I have a 1.
I have a 3 and I'm favored.
Now, Todd, you're weary.
Weary.
No one else is weary, but is anybody going to spend hope?
No.
No.
All right, roll your dice.
My target number was a 14, and I got a 15 with 1 success.
My target was a 14. I got a 25 with 2 successes.
Nice.
I had a target number of 17, and I rolled a total of 4.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
So the 4 of you, because remember your friend Hess, a ranger from the north, is here.
Oh, hey, what up?
Turn and begin running. The moth's like, "Hey, where are you guys going? It's the wrong way. Oh, man, that's a bunch of orcs." And the moth just flies straight up.
Ho, Charlie.
You guys run through the trees, the orcs yowling and cursing, charging after you, throwing spears and stones. Bungo gets separated from the group. Easel, Zip, and Hess come charging out of the trees, scramble over the ruins of the wall.
We're perfect.
Yeah, are in the bright sunlight showing
Bungo?
down on the banks of the Glanduan River. The orcs come out, the light shining into their eyes of the sun. They howl and run back into the trees.
I picture the three of us doing like Peanuts character dances. Meanwhile,
Like just outside the wall?
yeah, meanwhile, Bungo's just getting torn to shreds. We're so great. Nya, nya, nya.
That is when you notice Bungo is gone.
Oh, shit.
Bungo zigged when he should have zagged, finds himself running down this empty street in the middle of the ruins, broken cobblestones here and there, the buildings tall enough here to cast shadows along this deserted row, which allows the orcs to pursue him. Now there are only 4 orcs chasing Bungo at this time as he runs through this, well, let's be honest, it should definitely be condemned. Local municipal authorities have a lot to answer for leaving these buildings standing in this state. But in any case, there are 4 orcs hot on Bungo's tail as he attempts to lose them in the ruins of Ost-in-Edhil. Todd, what would you like to do?
This seems like a good time to once again utilize my virtue, which is called the art of disappearing.
All right, Todd, roll your stealth.
All right, I have a 4 in stealth, and I'm favored. My target number is 16.
You're still weary. Are you going to spend any hope?
Yes. Well, since I don't count the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, that leaves me with a total of 14 on a target number of 16.
Bungo's racing down this empty street. He dashes into an alley. The orcs stumble over themselves, chasing him. He darts through a crack in a wall, merges to the other side. One of the orcs crawls through after him. The others are too big. Climbs over a fence. This chase goes on for a while. Finally, Bungo does manage to lose the orcs. Finds himself hiding inside an old rotten barrel somewhere in the ruins of Ost-in-Edhil, completely lost, and the orcs are still hunting him. But for the moment, he is not in immediate danger of being stabbed.
We're all kind of lost in Ost-in-Edhil because I don't know what Austin's fucking deal is.
Bastard Quest, folks. It's a lot of fun. Tell your friends. All right, so Edhil and Zip are outside the city, getting their wits about them. The orcs have retreated. What do you guys want to do? Hess is convinced you should charge back in and try to fight your way to Gandalf.
All right, enough dancing. Bungo is lost, I assume. He's not here. He can't be fine.
Yeah, that's a bunch of orcs in there.
Okay, so we've been inside the city. We've had a good look at it. I think we may have a little bit of insight on how to circumnavigate the way we came in and maybe have a better plan of attack. And we've got Charlie the Moth to help us a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm here to help, fellas.
Okay, great.
I say we charge around the wall and find another way in and then just go crazy. Charge right toward the tower and just take out anything that gets in the way.
Okay. I think you should charge straight forward. That sounds wonderful.
Let's roll.
Meanwhile, Hess the Moth and I will sneaky wikis around.
Well, I said another entrance in the wall.
Oh, I see.
So, Corey, you were saying you essentially want to try to find a more circuitous route to the tower Gandalf is in?
Yeah, that tower's empty.
Well,
time to strike. Should we split up?
I definitely agree.
Austin?
I'm down.
In this situation, I think it makes sense. Like, if we can draw the orcs into different situations.
I started to say we could take them on more easily in a small group. Zip has no problem fighting like just a dozen.
Yeah, nor does Edhil.
If it were only a dozen armed men, I would be down.
Well, I'm saying if we split up, we can search for Bungo, 1. 2, try to enter the tower while it's empty because orcs are stupid. They all came out full force, I'm sure. If they left any guards, it's maybe 1 or 2.
And that's just because they were asleep or something.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what skill are you using to try to, using the knowledge you have, plan a more roundabout way to get to the broken tower?
So Zip is going to use his scan to find a good opening in the wall, and preferably something that has kind of a direct shot coming from the... What time of day are we at?
It's noon.
So I'm hoping then to find something that's a little bit more open, maybe what keeps the city in a little bit more sunlight, but eventually just try to make a straight shot as I can toward the tower.
All right. Roll your scan.
All right, I have a scan of 3. That was a target number 15. I got a total of 15.
So a lot of the buildings that are directly along the river are just rubble, which means there's lots of open sunlight. So you think if you hug the river until you just cut in towards where you believe Gandalf is. That might be the route that the orcs would be least likely to interdict you on right now. Because if they can not be in the sunlight, they're going to not be in the sunlight.
Perfect. I'm going to tiptoe across the river rocks here and then just jump right inside the wall and, oh, there we go, to the tower.
Yes. Now, I mean, obviously at some point, stealth will be required.
Okay.
So, we know which way Zip is going, Corey. Which way is Ezel going to go?
Ezel's going to go to other way,
Uh-huh.
but he's going to roll his lore. Ooh. Being an elf, living in this elvish city, he's been around for over 2,000 years, pert near 3,000 years.
Sure.
I think he knows the insides and outs of this city pretty well. And might know even some, like, secret ways through the city.
You know what? The fact that he could have been here when it was a functional city and even helped build it, you can have an extra D6.
Okay, I'm favored in lore. I have 3 die, so that gave me 4 die.
Okay.
That's a 28 with 1 success.
What secret way does Ezel know about that would lead him through the ruins of Ost-in-Edhil?
The subway.
The subway? Yeah.
It's not. There's no trains or anything. It's just the subterranean way.
The aqueduct.
Twiddly-doo. Yes, levity.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's something like, now, I mean, Paducah, there are old coal tunnels downtown where they would have brought coal in for the barges to heat the buildings.
Sure.
So it'd be tunnels from the ruins along the river.
The old cancer shoots.
Yep. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be coal in fantasy Middle-earth land.
Sure.
But they have tunnels that Ezel knows about that they would use to discreetly move goods.
Dandelion dust.
It's just piles of leaves that
Yeah.
will burn for a solid 6 months.
Solid.
No, we hug the leaves.
And Zip and Ezel are walking along, and Ezel heads down one of these tunnels. Zip does not notice and just keeps going.
Twiddle-door.
Hess stays with Zip. He doesn't trust the underways. Todd, what is Bungo going to do about his current predicament?
Bungo's in the barrel, munching on some.
That's the plan.
Again.
Munching,
Bungo lived happily ever after.
munching on some beaver bites, because don't know if I told the others, but when we were on our journey, I found a Buc-ee's.
Oh, God.
It's just off the, it's off the Moria bypass.
Mm-hmm. And Bungo decides that he needs to travel more lightly. He's done being weary.
Okay.
Is it okay if he sheds some of his load in the barrel?
As long as that's not code for taking a dump. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can doff any of the gear you got.
All right,
sure.
he's going to get rid of his leather shirt,
Oh,
because that has a load of 3.
okay. Is that all he needs to drop in below?
Let's see. Well, if he does that, then his endurance and his load will be equal.
I think equals fine. I think it has to be over.
Okay, so that will bring his load down to 7. His fatigue is 8. That's 15. My current endurance is 15.
So all he need do is free his nipples.
Shirtless hobbit running around.
I hate it.
Bungo wears a sports bra. It's,
Gotta let your belly breathe.
Bungo's definitely got a third nipple somewhere. Right?
right?
Not on his chest, but yes.
Yeah.
Just my triple nipple.
And 2 belly buttons.
Oh, Audis both.
Yeah. My God. The old double umbilical.
Classic hobbit double pregnancy.
Well, it's a feature of the tuk-tuks.
2 mothers have we.
Yeah. 2 mothers, 2 umbilical cords, 2.
A took for each boy.
That would be the best. Hobbits, we think, oh, they're just little people. No, they have just the weirdest gestation.
Just freaks.
Alien monsters.
Mm-hmm. So Bungo is going to peep out of the barrel.
Sure.
If he sees no orcs, he is going to try to stealthily make his way out of the barrel and search for his companions.
Well, the default is stealth here, right?
Right.
We assume you're always being stealthy, but since you failed the last stealth check, you're going to need to rely on another skill to get you out of this jam.
Oh, shit. I've got a 4 in hunting.
Ooh.
So I can go hunting for my friends.
I'll allow it.
That's how we did it in the 90s before phones. Where's Jeremy? Probably at the mall. Let's go that way.
I don't know. Let me get my crossbow.
Master hunters were we Gen Xers.
Put your camouflage on. We got to go find Kirk.
He's got weed.
He said, okay, yeah, so a 4 in hunting. Target number 17, and I am no longer weary. Yeah, rolled a 15. Total of 15. Target number 17.
Bungo, with his newly liberated weight, gets a little ambitious. Thinking, hunter needs to see his quarry. He climbs a stone wall and begins skipping lightly across ruined rooftops. Doesn't see any of his friends. Sees some birds. Hears the occasional orc grunt. Grows more and more confident. Begins running across the roofs. Then one section of roof is not quite as strong as he had thought it would be. He goes tumbling through. Lands in a giant burbling cook pot surrounded by orcs. What's this? Meat's arrived, boys! The orcs are laughing uproariously. Bungo is treading water, trying to climb out. They're hitting his hands. We're going to cut to someone else.
Is he going to be okay?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I'm not sure, Corey. Maybe not.
By the way, I would like to, you mentioned that Bungo was running across the rooftops.
Yeah.
When Bungo runs, if you've ever seen old-timey footage of Babe Ruth running the bases,
Yeah.
that's what Bungo looks like when he runs.
Austin, Zip, and Hess are still in sunlight, walking along the river. You come to what's left of this great boulevard that should cut in straight to where you first encountered the orcs, but from another side. And here there is the ruins of a bridge that definitely once crossed the Glanduin. It is completely collapsed, and you can see the stones from the bridge still mark a place where the river can be, at least mark a place where the river can be forded. And on the other side, you see men on horseback in armor, carrying banners of Rohan.
Oh, is that the Rohirrim?
Hess looks at you and says, yes, I believe it is.
Cool. I've always wanted to meet these guys. I like horses.
You just hear a cacophony of coughing and sneezing from all the infirmed horses. The Rohirrim aren't like skilled riders. They're skilled doctors of horses.
Master veterinarians.
That's how they gave Zip his horse, because they didn't like a horse that squints.
Oh, I see.
So one of the riders, a man clearly not wearing armor, is in a heavy cloak, spurs his horse forward a little bit. Hail, dwarf.
Howdy.
Have you news of Gandalf the Grey?
We do. He's right over there in that tower, but there's a bunch of orcs around here, and we're trying to fight him off, but we got to get across this river first. I think he's going to have to toss me.
Okay, chill the fuck out, dude. Zip's a tad excitable. It's wonderful.
So these guys are on the other side of the river from you, though this is a spot that can definitely be forded. So they confer with each other a bit.
What are you talking? I gave you all the exposition we need for this scene.
Come hither, dwarf.
Well, that's what I just said. The bridge is out. He's going to have to toss me.
Hess looks at you. We could just wade, I think.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I think it'd be fine.
All right. Well, we'll be right over there.
I believe it's tossing against your religion. I don't want to offend
No,
you.
that's fine. Just you guys hold your horses.
I mean, I will throw you. I will throw you into the water. So you and Hess make your way across the river, and there's a large company of horsemen on this side, some hidden in the woods. And this leader, he pulls his cloak back. He's dressed in a long white robe, carrying a staff. It is Saruman.
What?
Whoa.
It's Saruman,
Oh,
the wizard.
I was expecting Carl Urban.
No, Carl Urban's probably not even born.
Yeah.
But at his side is young Prince Theoden.
I got real excited at the reveal, but I don't really know who you guys know. This dude looks cool. You probably look like you know Gandalf, but...
Yes, I am the head of Gandalf's order. Do you know where in the city he is hiding?
Yeah, you see that tower over there? It's all busted up.
Yes.
It's over there.
And who are you exactly?
Well, my name's Zip Farron. I'm a dwarf of DURIN folk. I'm here with a halfling and an elf, but we split up.
The ones come to meet Gandalf,
Yeah,
carrying a great burden.
baby. That was me saying, baby, I am. Not saying we have a baby.
I think he gets it.
We do back at home, though. Hope he's okay.
3 Middle-earthmen and a baby.
Yeah. Let's get the rickets while we were gone.
Well, that's his name.
Leave this burden with me, dwarf.
I don't know about that.
I can relieve you of it.
Yeah, but it's of my folk, you know.
So, Saruman looks a bit cross at this. He looks at the riders around him, and Zip can tell he's evaluating whether or not he could get away with robbing you.
I tell you what, if you guys will help us get Gandalf down, if Gandalf will vouch for you, I could turn it over to you. But I can't just trust people I run across on the road. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure, what skill are you backing this up with?
Oh, let's see.
All your social skills coming to
Yeah,
the fore?
of course. So I have a 2 in awe, and I'm not trying to impress them at all, but I would just like to convince them to take Zip seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here for Gandalf, but we were initially sent here to beat him by Gilray, the head of the Rangers.
A wise woman, but you're still rolling dice.
So what do you think? Could I make an all roll?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're dropping names.
Yeah. And I will spend a point of hope here.
Alrighty.
So my target number for strength, which is my target number for awe in this case, is 14.
So you can have an extra D6 because this is actually an heirloom of dwarves,
Okay.
the Ring of DURIN.
Well, there's the Sauron, but I still hit it. A total of 18 with 1 success.
So Saruman is about to say something else, and the young prince at his side says, "Yes, surely it would be wiser to rescue Gandalf now. That must be the greater issue at hand, is it not?" Saruman nods gravely.
Yeah, I like him. That's why I agree with what that fella said. What's your name?
I'm Prince Theoden of Rohan.
Well, you cool. We gonna hang out after this.
No, okay. And Saruman says, "Yes, I suppose we should pull Greyhaim's hair out of the fire." He is eyeing Zip suspiciously. So we cut to Edhil, who now believes himself to be beneath the tower where Gandalf is, and also judging from the sounds above, Bungo, if the screams are anything to judge by. Laughing orcs, sound of splashing, crackle of a fire from somewhere. You creep up a dark steps and you see, yes, Bungo is in a cookpot. 5 orcs around him, slapping his little hobbity hands as they try to catch the lip to pull himself out.
So this is the bottom floor of the tower.
Yeah, this is one of the rooms on the bottom floor.
And can Edhil see stairs leading upward or an escalator, whatever happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
The escalator's broken down,
Oh.
but the stairs you came up do continue on up. And this does not appear to be any sort of a kitchen. It just looks like the orcs just started cooking in here. Because, orcs.
And they certainly don't see Edhil at this moment, right?
Oh, no, they are very much focused on the...
Licking their chops and...
Yeah, on the hobbit they're torturing.
Edhil is going to try to use his athletics to leap over the boiling pot, snatch Bungo as he does, and run up the stairs towards Gandalf's prison.
All right, roll your athletics.
Okay. I'm favored in athletics. I have 3D. I'm going to use a hope,
All right.
and I'm going to use my virtue, Elbereth word.
Yeah.
So essentially, based on my wisdom rating, I can double my hope points to 2 die instead of 1 when I use this. So I can do it twice during the adventure phase.
Because it is inspiring to you?
Yeah, and I have a 2 in wisdom, so I can use it twice.
Oh, nice.
So that'll give me 2 die, correct?
Yeah.
So it gives me a total of 5 die, and I'm favored.
So no excuses.
Yeah, if you fail, you will fall in the cookpot beside Bungo.
But he can just stand up.
Target number is 14. Dat boy.
There we go.
That's a good starter.
That's a total of 38 with a Gandalf and 2 successes.
Nice.
Elven grace fills the room as Edhil dances gaily, vaulting beautifully, snatching Bungo out of the pot.
Behold me.
Lands on his feet, sprints up the stairs. The orcs, What's that, a fire elf?
Twiddly-fiddly.
Run up the steps, into a room. The door slams behind you, and there is Gandalf the Grey.
Ah.
Oh, confound it! It's about time you got here, Edhil.
Ah, yes, I wondered if you would recognize me, Mithrandir.
Yes. Why does Bungo smell like a Panera threw up?
I was almost some cheddar and bacon soup.
Charles here has been telling me all about you, and the moth is on his shoulder.
Ah, yes, thank you for sending young Charlie. And
Have you brought help, or is it just you two?
Mithrandir, I must again thank you for introducing me to your small friend here. He has been helping me with my levity and my giddiness and my giggle wiggles.
Huh?
Yes, I have a joke for you.
Oh,
Why did the chicken cross the road there, Mithrandir? Because he was on drugs. That's a good.
I don't entirely get it.
Yes, he was arrested.
Oh, well, that really escalated.
Yes, the police shot him dead.
Whoa, word, my word.
Yes, come here, Gondorians.
You know, Gondorian Police Department's famously corrupt.
Yes.
Well, have you a plan for getting us out of here? I suppose Zip is somewhere safe with the Ring of DURIN, far away from here.
Zip gonna zip.
Oh, God.
We split up, and now we figured you would use your magic. You don't really have magic. You just make things light up and then scream in the wind.
I have a Bic lighter. And that's all I've needed for the past few thousand years to convince these fools.
Did you get it at the Buc-ee's?
I stop every time I go past it. The bathrooms are so clean. But is the ring safe?
The ring, as far as we know, is still safe. Yes, Mithrandir.
Well, that's good. The only thing was going to be if Saruman got his hands on it. Cut to Zip. Running through the streets with Saruman behind him on a horse.
Time for Zip.
The sounds of battle reach Bungo, Edhil, and Gandalf as Zip and Hess lead the Rohirrim in a great charge against the orcs. The bloodletting does not last very long because the Rohirrim are a horse, outnumber the orcs, and the orcs just scatter in the face of the charge. You do hear Zip laughing maniacally above the cacophony of war. The more disturbing part is when he's counting each amputation that he inflicts.
God, not even kills.
That's an arm. And then an ear. And oh, look, that's an eye. That's hard to get.
A child's future. Yes, wonderful.
Eventually, you find a young Prince of Rohan, Theoden, and Saruman and Zip crowding this small upstairs room where Gandalf had been hiding out. Saruman and Gandalf just look at each other for a moment. And Gandalf says, I trust these young men to see the ring properly disposed of, hidden away in Moria. That was my plan.
Zip turns to Saruman and kind of points and says, see, I told you. I figured Gandalf had a plan for us getting hold of the ring.
And Saruman says, I believe I should take it. And it is at this junction we're going to hold a council.
Oh. Hello.
So this is an aspect of the rules we have not yet used.
Okay.
So this council is essentially between Theoden, Saruman, and Gandalf as they discuss what should be done with the Ring of DURIN. Now, you guys can take the side of either Gandalf or Saruman. Saruman's position being he should take the Ring of DURIN to safeguard it. Gandalf's position being it should be hidden in some place that he knows about deep within Moria. Which would you like to support?
I'd
like to hear them out.
Okay. Well, essentially, you guys will be making the argument for one side or the other.
Okay.
Whichever side you choose to support.
Zip is of course, taking Gandalf, and he just is not going to give it up.
Yeah. Now, the campaign is going into Moria, whichever way you choose.
Sure.
It just depends on whether the ring will go with you.
Okay. So, does young Theoden have an infant worm tongue, like gripping his leg?
No, he does not.
Hey, listen to me! Listen to me! I want to play!
Yeah.
Sitting up on his shoulders like Ratatouille.
Bungo is going to throw his support behind Gandalf. He comes to Hobbiton and he takes out his thing and
Hello?
Took a turn.
takes
Sir?
his magic staff and does like
No!
Oh, my God.
Get out of the road! He does not.
It's so much worse now.
It's his mighty rod. Come on now.
All of the Hobbit children, get off the road. Those are not fireworks.
Well, you know, he makes
No, he
sparklers.
doesn't. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
sparkly walkleys and fireworks, and I don't think I've ever seen this Saruman in Hobbiton.
Well, I agree with young Bungo here. Often when Mithrandir visits us in Rivendell, we have massive orgies. Sucking and fucking. What? Slapping and slipping.
So
Like a fish wharf, really.
I say behold so goddamn much when that dude is there. It's cool as hell.
The old
It's fun.
Rivendell orgy.
glad we just get the fireworks because the Hobbit sex is horrifying.
So much butter. Yes.
It's very oily.
What about you, Zip? What does Mithrandir bring to your fucks?
Well, we dwarves.
I mean, it's just like in the Tuk-Tuk house, they're like, do you want to fuck? And it just sounds bad.
What is happening?
I've heard of your belly button parties, yes.
Well, we dwarves are a solitary folk. So Gandalf really just taught me the stranger, and then that's it.
What is the stranger?
That's where you sit on your hand for a really long time.
And that's enough.
I see, yes. So I think debate over. I like this
Council phase is
The council phase is really cool.
That's when you realize everyone in the room is just staring at you.
One does not simply do what?
Okay. So the first step
Oh, it didn't start.
Okay.
is to set the resistance.
Bring forth the ring, Zippo. Oh no, where's he wearing it? Oh no!
So your stated goal is to take the ring into Moria.
Okay.
So the resistance is 4, which is the number of successes you will need.
Between the three of us?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be given the opportunity to make a number of tests. The number depending on how well your introductory roll goes, but you'll need a total of 4 successes, which could be 4 total successful tests, or successes could be out on there. But we'll see. Because then, once we've set the resistance, the next part is the introduction. This is the...
Oh, by the way, my name's Ezel. Here's my kinks. Turn-ons, turn-offs. And here's my safe word.
So you nominate a spokesperson for the company. They make the introduction, which is not necessarily introducing your characters, but introducing your argument. And you can roll awe, courtesy, or riddle. Awe to impress, courtesy to ask for support, or riddle to extract information without revealing too much. You're not literally throwing a riddle at Saruman.
Yeah.
So the first thing you guys need to decide is which of you is going to be the spokesperson.
Bungo.
Started to say, I think the riddle master is going to have the highest skill of the 3 options.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I assumed it was going to be Bungo, but I didn't want to choose for you guys.
No, I'll be the spokes hobbit.
So, Todd, for your introductory argument, you have to choose all, courtesy, or riddle.
Riddle.
Okay. And the success of this opening determines essentially the time limit of the council, meaning how many opportunities you'll have to make tests to score successes to accomplish it. If you fail the introductory roll, doesn't mean you're going to fail the council. It just means the odds are against you.
Guess I'll roll me riddle. Favored, and I have a 4. Target number 16. Ah, that boy.
What a time for that boy to show up.
Hey, look, man, trying to eat you.
I'm right here.
Dad boy.
Nerds.
Total of 29 with Dat Boy and 1 success.
Nice.
Okay. So how does Bungo open his argument to Saruman as to what should be done with the ring?
Zip. Not you. I'm talking about his britches are coming off.
Sorry, I perked up. Not that way.
Oh, no.
Just
I think this would be most effective if I put it into song.
Oh, lovely.
And he takes out his recorder and plays Saruman a little tune.
I am perturbed that moved me. So, how many successes did you roll on that? Did you roll any sixes?
Yes, one.
Okay. That means that your time limit is equal to the resistance of the council, which is 4, plus 1 for each success. So you guys have a total of 5. You can make a total of 5 skill tests to score the successes you need to convince Saruman. You have to use interaction skills, which are basically enhearten, insight, persuade, riddle, or song.
All right. I think that should at least cover us with skills we have. Zep has a riddle of 2.
And the spokesperson is not the only person that can make tests here.
Okay. I mean, I have a 2 in song, and I'm favored in song, so.
I've got a 3, and I'm favored in song.
And I've just got a 2 in riddle. I'm not favored in it.
I have a 2 in enhearten.
Does anybody have insight or persuade?
I have 2 in insight, and I'm favored.
Oh, I am
Damn.
favored in enhearten, even though my skill level is only 1. That might actually be better.
Yeah, I'm going to go with song if I need to roll anything.
The sequence of tests you make as you level your arguments is entirely up to you guys.
Okay.
You just are limited to 5, and if you don't get if you don't have 4 successes on 5 tests, the council ends in failure.
Okay, let's just go around the table then.
Sure.
Yep.
Austin, do you want to open?
Yeah, I'll roll my enhearten first.
God.
I am favored in it, so I'm rolling 2 d12s.
What do you say to enhearten your audience, raise their spirits?
Well, as everyone knows, we've been carrying the ring since we got it over at the Dragon Mouth about a year ago. You know, I've been carrying it up to this point, and I haven't felt any shadow overtake me because of it. Not to say it hasn't. I've felt it for other reasons, but that's a different story altogether. But the ring hasn't done nothing to me.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a good argument for me continuing to carry it, with it being of my dwarven folk.
Zip says this as he's just sharpening an axe.
Well said. Yes, well said.
All right, Austin, roll your enhearten.
Okay, target number is 16. That's a 13 with no successes.
Maybe put the axe down while you talk. Not the most convincing for the assembled.
Zip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey, what is Easel going to do?
Easel's going to song at them.
All right.
Perhaps a song might change your minds, you horsey men. And on the theme of me being the funny one now, I will drop a parody giggle fest song upon you. Ahem. Your mama's so overweight, but that's okay, because she's working on it. She's going to be okay.
Is he channeling Jam?
Wait a minute.
A portal opens. Hey, buddies. What are you doing around here? What do you need a ring for? All right, I'm going to leave.
All right, roll your song as
Okay.
Easel reaches across the dimensions.
Okay. Easel's favored in song and has 2D. Target number 14. 20.
Did you roll any sixes?
No successes.
So, Kyle, does that still count as one success toward the goal?
Yes.
Okay.
A successful test counts as a success.
Alien.
Todd, attention's turned back to Bungo.
Do I have to use something other than riddle?
No.
Oh, I'm going to use riddle again.
Yes, you can use riddle to formally play the ancient riddle game or to gather information and news.
I think this council calls for some riddling.
Riddle away. Tuk tuk.
So once again, 4 in riddle plus favored. Target number 16. That's a 32
Jesus.
with 3 6s.
Fucking bongo.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Little fucking idiot.
Me riddles are strong.
That is enough to complete the council. So what
This
exactly
is like a rap battle. All
Yeah.
the Rohirrim are like, oh!
What is Bungo's angle? Does he actually ask Saruman a riddle, or is he more discreet?
Well, what I have is not so much a riddle for our esteemed guest Saruman, as it is a bit of roasting a ribby-dibby, as we call it in Hobbiton. Give Saruman the ring? No, or thank you.
Oh, hello.
Zep pretends to faint and actually falls all the way down the steps of the tower.
Drag his ass, Bungo. No, don't.
I believe that is a veiled reference to my home in the Tower of Orthanc.
You are correct.
Well done.
Oh. Yes, got him.
Gandalf, I'll leave this in your stead. Don't fail us.
All right, see you later, Santa Claus.
Saruman, more like Saruboy.
Don't push it, Hobbit.
It's okay, Saruman. The other day he told me to get my ass back on the shelf.
I like potatoes.
Saruman and the Rohirrim leave.
I didn't hear the question.
You're left with Gandalf. Oh, that was close-run business. Well done, Master Tuk-Tuk.
Well, should we disrobe or?
I'm afraid there's no time for that.
God damn it, old Mithrandir. Oh.
The ring must be taken deep within Moria.
Are you coming with us, Mithrandir?
Unfortunately, the narrative demands that I don't.
Fucking typical.
Oh, I have to go off and do wizard things again.
Yes.
I'll be back right at the height of the climax.
Yes.
Deep within one of the vaults, the depths of Moria, there is, I believe, a small mithril case in which the ring's power could be hidden from all eyes and appetites that might seek it.
Ah, I see. And should we delve very deeply and greedily in order to find it?
No, I have a map for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust you to go traipsing around Moria, just willy-nilly.
Now, is there a farmer down there, and the box has 3 holes?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
That's back in the Shire.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
But I would encourage you, follow the map, delve into Moria, and be quick as you can, my friends. There are dark things in the deep places of the earth.
Is there anything, wisdom or otherwise, you can impart us with, Mithrandir, to help us on our quest?
If you meet a guy named Kenneth,
Yes.
says he knew me, he's a bad dude.
Okay.
He hung around with the wrong crowd.
No, coming from you, that's fucked up.
If you meet a wizard with bird shit on his head, don't eat anything he gives you.
Oh, that's good advice.
He must know the ponies.
Covered in poop. Be quick and quiet. Orcs and fouler things. And there's still the werewolf.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I was real excited about seeing one.
You're very strange.
He's a stupid man.
I'm a big
Yes.
game hunter, and to
Yeah.
me, everything is big game.
All right. And so he gives you the map that's supposed to lead you into Moria and bid you good luck.
Before I go, I just wanted you to know, Gandalf, that when I pleasure myself, I call it a handalf.
I should have really supported Saruman there. Just missed the boat on that one. Anyway, good luck, friends.
Thank you, Mithrandir.
And Gandalf departs.
Why did we rescue him? We could have just gone straight to Moria.
You didn't know where to go.
I know.
He's got video of me.
Rescue me or this goes on Instagram. All right. Well, we're going to end there.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. The next session will open with you guys at the doors of Moria.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Are we going to have to journey again?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
Okay.
There's special rules for journeying in Moria.
Oh, inside of Moria.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Hey, the ghost of Tolkien is going to murder all of us on our
He's
way
not
home
happy.
tonight.
We've
Not
done
happy.
a lot tonight.
He thought he hated the Beatles. God damn.
Well, we're only just one step up. Fritz the Cat was almost written into Lord of the Rings.
Still having a lot of fun playing the One Ring. We're going to play this longer, obviously, because we haven't even got to fucking Moria yet. So
Yeah.
we're going to play it, but we love playing it, so that's fine.
Yeah. Next 7 years.
Yeah.
This.
It's amazing how much of Tolkien's material it actually works in.
I totally forgot about the council phase. I think we mentioned it like way early on, maybe in the session 0. I don't
we
know.
talked about it, but we were like, we'll never get it to one of those.
Right. That's fun. That's just another little thing that we haven't gotten to that shows the depth of this game.
Absolutely.
Kudos to the writers involved.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have some sort of mating mechanic in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you should find yourself in a council meeting in Middle Earth, you're going to need some dice.
Also, you're probably high.
Get on your mobile device, go to your laptop, whatever you have that is a computer, and enter NorseFoundry.com. At NorseFoundry.com, you will find all manner of dice made out of all manner of materials. They're beautiful little rollable works of art. And when you hit the checkout, enter promo code CHAM, that's CHAM, to receive the 10% Bastard Quest discount. NorseFoundry.com. We would also like to thank our sponsor, Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah, right there on the banks of the Ohio River. There's a hobbit in that barrel.
I quit going in the bathroom because Stinky Pete, the bathroom attendant, keeps roasting my ass every time I'm in there.
Sometimes he dresses like Gandalf, but if he asks you if you want to see his staff, say no.
Oh,
Well, I mean, honestly, that staff has seen better days.
right.
It is old and gnarled, water damage.
Well, I mean, this is already better than the Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We don't have the CGI budget, but
Ugh.
Well, and we look like shit at 48 frames per second.
Yeah.
still better.
Yeah. As always, thank you to all our listeners. Thanks to all our patrons. Thanks to all those who engage with us on social media, who follow us, the patrons who talk to us on Discord.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thank you. We're on all the social media places, such as Trump Spot. Oh, wait, have they renamed Meta yet? Okay.
Not yet.
All the great state-sponsored social media
I'm gonna get us
places.
started up on Red Ticket or whatever the fuck it is.
But if you guys have already bailed on Twitter or X or whatever and are thinking of bailing on Facebook, God bless you. We're on the Threads, we're on the Blue Sky, and
We're on
just,
Instagram.
yeah, we're on everything. We'll be on the next thing too.
Thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
Todd.
Corey.
Austin.